Humanity. Look how far you've fallen.
Greetings, programs, and welcome to Pop Culture Therapy. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Oh, what do we say? Get broke? Go broke! Elizabeth Banks and Kristen Stewart's Woke, Charlie's Angels, bombs at the box office. Look at those faces like, it was like a totally good movie, No. Oh, this is from Bounding into Comics. The woke Charlie's Angels film from director Elizabeth Banks and starring Kristen Stewart has utterly bombed at the box office in its opening weekend. I wonder why. The film reportedly only brought in $3.15 million at the box office on its opening night and is not expected to make more than $10 million in its opening weekend. Really? Totally why? Oh, wow. These results are way worse than even the most conservative estimates, according to Box Office Pro. Box Office Pro had previously predicted the film would bring in between $25 and $35 million in its opening weekend, which it did not, citing Kristen Stewart and Naomi Scott as positives, as well as the demand for more high-profile tentpole films led by empowering, brave female characters. However, those predictions would drop dramatically leading up to the film's release. On November 13th, Box Office Pro tempered their expectations, predicting the film would only make between $10 and $17 million, which it did not. It's more than likely Charlie's Angels will lose money, as Deadline reports. Sony says the feature cost a net $48 million with co-financing from Perfect World and 2.0 Entertainment. However, they note we've heard net estimate is in between the mid $50 million. That's not counting press and commercials and the media campaign for it. Elizabeth Banks' Charlie's Angels is the worst opening in the Charlie's Angels franchise. The original Charlie's Angels film had an opening weekend of $40.1 million, and that was 10, 15 years ago? Charlie's Angels Full Throttle opened at $37.6 million. The original Charlie's Angels from 2000, so 19 years ago, would go on to bring in $125.3 million at the domestic box office, while Full Throttle would top off at $100.8 million. So a movie from 20 years ago is going to make way more, than a movie made today. And that's not counting for inflation. Both audience members and critics have panned the film. Well, of course they have. So Charlie's Angels is the latest in a string of rebooted franchises that have flopped at the box office. And we're going to talk about why here in just a second. It joins Hellboy, Terminator Dark Fate, Men in Black International, and X-Men Dark Phoenix. So what happened? Of course we know what happened. Let's talk about Terminator for a minute. Terminator will scare the hell out of misogynists. You will be afraid. We are going to kill off John Connor and replace him with a female. So you're going to disrespect and spit at the fans. Men in Black International was just boring as hell. And X-Men Dark Phoenix, again, we should call it X-Women. They attack the fans and they attack classic characters, classic male characters, classic male white characters, classic male white straight characters. So what we're going to do here, guys, this is what we're going to do. Everybody gather around the table. We are going to shit on our fans, talk shit to our fans, and completely ruin classic characters that have been around for years, decades, sometimes half a century. And they wonder why this shit is happening. No one wants to go see this shit. No one wants to see your crappy reboots. No one wants to see you drag classic characters that we love through the mud. No one wants to see you kill classic characters that we love and replace them with shitty female characters. If you had good female characters, we would want to see this. We would want to see these movies if you had good female characters. If you proved that you could make a good movie with good female characters, we would go see them. We would love them. What's wrong with Terminator woke flop? I mean Dark Fate. You killed one of the most iconic Terminator characters and replaced him with a 5'1" little girl that looks like a kid when she's holding a machine gun. We're supposed to believe this, that she is going to lead the resistance and destroy the AIs that kill mankind. I don't think so. I'm sorry. She is no Ellen Ripley. It's not going to happen. We do not want to see this shit. This is why your movies are flopping. This all started with Star Wars. Everyone went to see The Last Jedi. Why? Because we wanted to see Luke. We wanted to see a return of Luke. We wanted to see Luke and Leia together. And what we got Joke Skywalker. And a shirtless Kylo Ren. I'm sorry, but this is not what we want to see. This is not what the audience wants to see. This is not what the fans who have been with you for 30, 40 years want to see. Get it through your heads. We don't want to see this shit. And we're not going to watch it. And we're not going to go and pay to see your movies. Why? Because you've gone woke. And now you're going to go broke. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe and ring that bell. Give me a comment, guys. Let me know what you think. Do you think this is just going to keep going? Do you think Hollywood has the endurance to just keep coming out with flop after flop after flop, all because they want to pander? They want to pander in 2019? Let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you guys on the next Pop Culture Therapy.